The numbers don't lie. Charleston is flooding more often. If this trend continues, which it likely will, there will be areas in the Lowcountry that will be lost to rising seas. Lost to continued urban development, but not totally lost.
Seawater agriculture looks to use that incoming seawater as a resource. Less than 2% of land plants are what are called halophytes, and these are plants that have evolved to tolerate salt.
Sam Norton, a graduate student at CFC, has been experimenting with one, salicornia. Commonly found in the salt marshes of Charleston and around the world, it's a culinary delicacy.
Europeans have been eating it, Koreans have been eating it for a very long time. Shakespeare called it samphire.
Here it's called sea beans. Norton can cultivate these green stalks year-round with this indoor setup. Grown in these racks,
Roots are starting to emerge here.
Fed with salt water and artificial lights, and then trimmed and harvested.
So the size of your kitchen sink, you can grow 3 pounds of food in a month with seawater.
His previous harvests have made it onto the menus of local restaurants and even in local beers.
Cheers.
But what does it taste like?
Salty.
It's very salty. It's good.
Much like oysters, it tastes like the salt water it grows in, starting off mild and green like young asparagus, and becomes saltier with age as it thrives in the brine.
And for the same reasons that it's good at tolerating salt, it turns out to be healthy for you, unless you get the salt content way up there.
Will these sea beans replace all the food we eat? Of course not, and they're not the solution to our flood problems either.
We're not going to get rid of sea level rise with seawater agriculture, but we are going to have some sort of hopeful story that it isn't just a problem and that it isn't something we need to build walls from only. It's something that also can be used to build habitat and jobs and food.
Norton is expanding out of the lab and into a new facility called Heron Farms in February, where he'll continue to grow salicornia for local chefs. He joins farmers and scientists who are actively developing new, smarter ways to grow more using less water in a smaller footprint. A footprint that is shrinking day by day due to urbanization and sea level rise while populations grow. Salty sea beans might not be the solution, but certainly making use of the problems impacting agriculture.